Yo, what's going on guys, welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be running through all the balance changes which just dropped into the game about 5 minutes ago. So we're going to be giving you guys my first opinions on all of the changes. So some huge nerfs and some good buffs as well. So some important nerfs to brawlers like Grom. So hopefully the meta will be a lot less toxic this time around. So before we jump into the video, make sure you're using the credit code in the shop. That'd be greatly appreciated. And without further ado, let's jump into the video. Alright guys, so jumping into the first game then. So there are 6 nerfs altogether, well, to 6 different things. So the first one is going to be Grom. No surprises here whatsoever. Grom, literally the best brawler in the game by far, and he's had 3 nerfs. So all of them I do agree with. So the first one is going to be the gadget. So the gadget watchtower, I believe it was 2000 HP before. It used to last 40 seconds. Now it's been reduced to 1500 HP and 20 seconds. So for sure, this gadget used to be way too strong. It used to offer so much value, especially in comparison to like a lollipop drop, for example, where that used to have such, well, way less HP. So this has been nerfed to reflect that as well. So next up, the next balance change with Grom, his base attack has gone from 1500 to 1350. So this is a nice change. I still feel like Grom is going to be pretty decent overall, and his super hits have taken a hit. So that's gone from 5 hits to 6 hits. So all of these changes are welcome changes. I still feel like he's going to be a strong brawler. Maybe not a brawler that you're looking to ban every single time, but I just think his core mechanics are really toxic, right? A lot of the times people complaining because of how easy it is to just auto aim spam his shots. His super is just so valuable as well, so it can just be really hard to do too much. So unfortunately the servers are lagging a little bit. This normally happens after maintenance changes, so you have to bear with the lag in the servers, but at least we can talk about some more balance changes. So we'll talk about 2 more in this game. So next up we have a Rico. So Rico has his gadget healing from 250 to 200 per bounce. So Bouncy Castle was just way too strong. Rico used to get full healing near enough immediately straight away. So obviously this nerf was definitely needed. It's only a little hit, only gone down 50 per bounce, but I feel like that still might hurt him a little bit. So poor Rico. I love Rico in the meta, but I think that was a well-needed nerf for him, especially that gadget just being a tad too strong. So next up we have Meg as well. So Meg absolutely dominating the meta right now, and this is the perfect change. So before, her super used to take 6 hits to charge. Now it actually takes 8 hits. So 2 more bullets to charge that super. I feel like that's a nice change as well. And overall, I'm liking these 3 nerfs. So hopefully we can finish off this laggy game with a win and then get on to the other 3 nerfs. I think there's quite a few brawlers to go through, so I don't want to just talk about them all in one go, really rushed. I want to try and give my explanations. So in terms of those 3 nerfs, I feel like all of them will have a decent impact on the meta. I don't think they'll like any of these nerfs will remove any of the brawlers from the meta, but at least it's a nice welcome nerf. As I said, it's definitely all of these ones that I was asking for, so it's really nice to see some nice balance changes there. So we've got 3 more nerfs to go through. Let's jump right into them. Alright guys, so jumping into the next 3 nerfs with these balance changes. So starting off with Stu. So Stu right now was a really strong brawler in the meta. Definitely not like completely broken, but really good. Stu can outplay so many different different draft picks. So Stu has got a nerf from his base attack. It's gone from 870 per single shot to 810, so definitely a welcome change. I feel like Stu was just a little bit too good in the meta, as I said, especially even against like his counters. He could still be a little bit strong. So overall I do like these changes, and yeah, so that's going to be the nerf to Stu. Next up we have the Mortis change. So Mortis creepy harvest has gone from 1400 to 1000 healing. So this is a really welcome change because Mortis just absolutely overpowered right now, especially with his creepy harvest star power, with the just the healing from his bats as well. Just so much healing and so much survivability. It was really hard to take him down, and especially because literally everyone has him power 11 right now in Power League and Ladder. It was just even more frustrating to deal with. So yeah, Mortis definitely got a well-deserved nerf. A good Mortis could easily team wipe and just keep chaining his bats over and over again and just not dying. So again, a really nice change, and definitely creepy harvest was by far the better star power. So hopefully we'll see a little bit more love to the other star power, because with Mortis I feel like 1 star power is just way better than the other one. I'm hoping there'll be a spot in the timeline where both star powers are actually usable. So lastly on the nerf list we have the speed gear. So speed gear has been nerfed overall 5% per level. So at max level it's now 20%, at level 2 it's 15% and level 1 at 10%. So this is a really nice nerf. Maybe need a little bit more of a nerf, but definitely at least some kind of nerf straight away. So obviously speaking, it's just been so good on those grassy maps. You just think of brawlers like Rosa, for example. There's just no stopping Rosa on maps like Sneaky Field and Gem Fort. Sometimes it's just so hard, especially with how much speed she's got. And again, there's just so many different brawlers in the meta, which the speed gear has helped so much out. So I'm hoping with this small nerf, at least a little bit, like the games have gone a little bit less crazy. So those are going to be all the nerfs. Let me know what you think of the nerfs in the comment section below. Let's jump into the buffs. Alright guys, so now moving into the buffs for the balance changes. So this change is by far my favorite one for a while now. So Carl, I believe, is going to be a very meta brawler. So his base attack has changed from 22 tiles to 25. This is absolutely insane. I didn't expect this buff. I don't think anyone expected this buff. This is definitely a really nice change to him. I can't wait to try him out in Power League and on the ladder. I think it's going to be absolutely insane, especially paired with his recent buff as well to his super damage. I just think he's going to be so strong. So yeah, Carl going to be absolutely insane. Next up, we have Ash. So Ash, I feel like this is going to be the underrated balance change that a lot of people at first aren't going to look at, but I think that Ash is going to be a really strong brawler in this meta. So his HP has gone from 7,200 to 8,100. So this is a really big change, nearly 1,000 HP in difference. Of course, I don't think it's going to be like one of the best brawlers in the game, but I feel like it's going to be an underrated pick, and it's going to pair really well with healers. So that's going to be the main thing for me. Those healers are going to be insane with him. So next up, the Cord Snake star power has been buffed a tiny bit. So before, you used to get your Cord Snake 1.5 seconds faster with well, you used to get your long dash 1.5 seconds faster before the change, but now you actually get it 2 seconds faster. So yeah, that's going to be a small buff. I don't think that's going to be enough for me to switch from Creepy Harvest to Cord Snake, but it's still a nice change overall and a welcome one for that star power. So next up, we have the Meg one. So Meg one is the last one. I don't think this one's going to impact her whatsoever in the meta. So her star power, I think it's called Heavy Metal. The damage has gone from 1,000 to 1,500. So that's not going to really do anything in my opinion. I don't know why. But we're really, I mean, they tried to give it a little bit of love. I just don't think that's the way to do it. Her other star power needs a nerf before they really touch the Heavy Metal one. It's completely trash. I feel like it needs a rework as well. And also as well, a good thing to note with this gadget as well, it has actually got a buff. So of course, like you use your next base attack to dash. Obviously his dash being longer, he's actually going to go a further distance. So I just feel like Carl is going to be really insane, especially in game modes like Siege where he used to be so meta before. He's going to get that first bolt really quickly. So now I've got to really discover the meta again. I was planning to do a Power League guide literally today on the best brawlers and whatever, but the meta is going to switch a lot. So probably on Twitch I will be grinding, trying to find out the meta and give you guys the best tips in a few days time to help you grind up. So looks like Mortis is able to go ham. So yeah, I really like this change because not only has he got this buff, but the super buff from the balance changes from before. I just feel like he's just going to be so OP. He's got to be a top 10 brawler in the meta. Surely this is exactly what Carl was needing for a long time. So I'm hoping we can finish off this game with a dub. I've got no more gadgets left, only an Edgar here. So it looks like Griff should get some good value. I'm going to pass it off to Mortis and he's going to score. So that is going to be it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Again, as I said, I'm going to stream on Twitch, do some Power League, try and discover the meta as quickly as possible. And then tomorrow's video, I will probably be doing a kind of like breakdown of what I believe is really strong in a meta, probably even a top 6 brawlers, depends how much I get playing time today. But yeah, that is it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what your favorite changes are in the comment section below, and let me know what you would have actually implemented into the game yourself. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.